So the future of technology in education. I think in 10 years we're still going to see some of the equity issues that we're dealing with now. For example, I think you're still going to have classrooms where there's only a couple computers, and in that school there's one lab that everybody has to share, while in other schools you're going to have special funded projects where everybody has a laptop. And I hope that we make progress toward closing that gap, but I really think in 10 years we're going to still have that issue, and probably also surrounding gender, race, and class. I don't think in 10 years we're going to have all those equity issues worked out in terms of technology, although I do predict moves which take us closer to equity in those areas. In terms of what I think is going to be different, I think two main things are going to be different. One, there's going to be a huge increase in collaboration in terms of classes working with other classes in the community, perhaps in the country, maybe even in other countries, where the classrooms are learning from each other and they're experiencing things together and collaborating that way. And also I think there's going to be a huge shift toward tons of stuff going online, open access. One example I thought of earlier today when I was writing a note was, I was thinking of teachers posting student progress online, and that would be accessible only by password for the parents and students. So there's that just totally open dialogue between the teacher and the parent in terms of what's happening with the student and their progress. And just all the projects students do and essays they write, all going to be online, and communication with teachers is going to be online through safe channels. One thing that I really am hoping happens, and this is, I'm speaking as a parent, is I really hope that communication using technology gets better. And in 10 years it's not going to benefit me anymore as a parent, but I just went on one of my kids' website to see when the open house was tonight, and there's nothing there about it. There's like outdated info, and I predict that in 10 years time schools are going to have to do really, really well at the online communication. I long for like an email to come out from my child's school with information about the fundraisers that are coming up. We're still getting all this paper coming home, and then we have to write everything on the calendar, and so I predict in 10 years you'll just be able to opt into the school calendar, and it will just merge with your own Google Calendar or whatever calendar we're using then. And so yeah, I look forward to seeing some of these positive changes, and also hopefully to being part of helping some of them happen.